follow this white SUV, this robbery suspect. That's the information that we have coming in here to our newsroom. Don't know much about the robbery, like you said, if it was armed or not, or the circumstances, but we can tell you that this driver has been very aggressive on this stretch of the chase on I-10.
Yeah, and if there wasn't a weapon involved with the robbery itself, there's certainly a weapon involved now, and that's that vehicle, which has been traveling at high rates of speed and putting a lot of lives in jeopardy, and there have been some very close calls as this driver does everything possible to get away from the police and go wherever he or she thinks they're going.
To prison.
So we can tell you that this coordinated effort, it was successful at least keeping some of the drivers safe. They were able to slow down traffic or stop traffic. They were able to prevent people from entering the freeway at one point so they could throw out those spike strips that you hear about all the time. We've seen at least 3 attempts, unsuccessful, but there have been efforts to try and stop this driver, at least at this point.
Yeah, if you look closely at that vehicle, it seems to be sagging a little bit on its, well,
stupid fucking helicopter.
The skid of the helicopter's in the way there. It'll sort out. I'm trying to figure out if we're taking an off-ramp here. No, still on the freeway.
Goddamn, get the helicopter out of the way.
A little bit on the right front, dipping down on the side that we can't see the tires. We can't tell if they're still up. We know that there were spike strips put out on several different occasions, at least 3 times that we saw.
And the suspect is now approaching Highway 359 in Brookshire, and as we look at the screen and we watch this suspect, we are not seeing in this shot that DPS trooper, at least from this vantage point that we saw before, that seemed to be really catching up with the suspect at one point. We do continue to see innocent drivers on the road who are in the middle of this and may not even realize what's going on.
We have another truck here. It's always interesting to see what these truck drivers decide to do. This one appears to be content with trying to stay out of the way.
Which is probably the best move.
Yeah, we saw the truck about 10 minutes ago. For those of you just joining us, a truck driver tried to use his vehicle to pin this SUV in against the railing at one point. The truck actually swerved back and forth across a couple of lanes.
And we have some information about those spike strips that they're set up at Brazos River Road, and I know we are approaching that area. We will see if this suspect eludes those spike strips once again as he approaches.
Oh, that's your ass.
Highway 359.
Fucking shooting at him. Holy shit.
We do have, that was interesting that
holy shit.
DPS trooper raced right up to the side of the vehicle just for a brief second there. I don't know if he was trying to get a look to make sure.
Shoot at him, you stupid motherfucker.
In that vehicle, in the cargo area or in the back seats.
Okay, so now that trooper is again in the picture and much closer.
Oh, wow.
Than he had been a couple of minutes ago. And DPS is taking, okay, this car is slowing down.
Look, it started shooting at him.
We're in the shot. Okay, Skyfox still over. Okay, you all can see what we can see, and we are hoping to get as our helicopter
clearly they've got the vehicle
around.
stopped.
Okay, we are.
Come on, you fucking helicopter.
A better look. Okay.
Okay, the vehicle is stopped. Oh, they've got the driver out on the ground.
Guns drawn. He's surrounded. He or she. We're not able to tell at this point.
Yeah, I don't know what caused them to stop. A producer was telling me we don't see this necessarily as well as you do at home because the size of our monitors here. A producer said it appeared that might have been a gun when the DPS trooper raced up on the vehicle at one point, and we don't know if that was an effort to shoot out a tire. We don't know what was happening, but whatever was happening, as soon as this vehicle, now we can see it again.
And we see one person that was in the vehicle. And as we are getting a better shot, okay, high five, congratulations, it ended safely.
It did, it certainly did, and for quite a time it didn't look like it was going to end safely. We could see him walking to a police vehicle there. One man that we're aware of, they'll of course now be clearing that Suburban. As you can see when the officers surround it, that's one of their first priorities, is to make sure there are no people, either potential suspects or victims, that might be in that vehicle. So their attention, as soon as they get the suspect in custody, turns to the vehicle briefly just to make sure that there's nothing that will endanger them or something that needs to be taken care of immediately. But this is quickly coming to an end
Yeah.
here, and that's certainly good news.
And the efforts of 3 agencies on this chase, starting with the Houston Police Department and Precinct 5, and then on to DPS, and who did a great job bringing this chase to an end. Again, you were looking at that robbery suspect who was driving for 40 minutes or so, eluding police, more than that.
Yeah, almost an hour.
Yeah.
Almost an hour from the time this chase began with a robbery. We don't know if he's armed, but clearly he was not interested in being caught by police and did his level best to get away from them. But again, you can't outrun radios, and when you've got half of the state of Texas law enforcement chasing